Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Book Chat. And I'm just adding the weekly reads in with this. Uh, Book Chat is where I talk about books, and weekly reads is where I tell you. I forgot some. Weekly reads is where I tell you what I've read this past week and what I'm going to read this coming week. And I'm just waking up. I already am. I had a good night's sleep. And no, I did get 3 books done last week. So I kind of am doing like 3 books a week here lately. Of course, according to Goodreads, I'm 6 ahead right now. No, I'm 6. I got 6 books read for the month so far, and 4 books ahead. Like I said, I'm just waking up, so bear with me. Now, one of the books I read, I'm going to go ahead and get this part over with. I only gave it 2 stars too, and that's this one here, The Monster of Edelhaven, and that's the author's name, Jennifer, whatever. I just can't pronounce that name, Geisbrecht or something like that. Anyway, I'm not going to say that the story ain't good. I mean, I like the characters. I like the plot line. I just didn't like how she writes. That's it. I gave it a 2 because I did not enjoy the book because of the way that this author writes. And so, I mean, it's not a thick book. Uh, it's just wasn't for me. Let's say another book. I think I gave this one a 3 star. End of Trail, and got done with this one. And it's just, I'm thinking I gave it a 3. I could give it a 2. I don't know. I just, you could tell that the author really didn't put his good writing towards this, even though this is the last book of the series. Uh, but anyway, I'm not too thrilled with this one, but I think I gave it a 3 star because I did enjoy it a little bit more than I enjoyed the other one. And both books was short, uh, but that's the way that these ones were supposed to be wrote, is short. Uh, Mass market paperbacks was when they first started mass market paid paperbacks. They they uh, they was cheap, and because they was what they called throwaway books. Whatever came out in mass market, they was expected to be read and then either thrown in the trash or left somewhere or gave away to somebody else to read. And that's just what mass market paperbacks was for. Anyway, oh, so, and another one I finished this week, which was another disappointment was Stephen King's Full Dark, No Stars. Okay, I think I gave it a 3 on Goodreads. But I will have to say, this is not his best work in short stories. So that's the main thing I have to say about this one. It wasn't his best work. I think I only gave it a 3, but he did better work in other books. Yeah, those are the 3 I have that I got done with this week. So for the total of the month, I have 6 done so far. So it ain't bad. 6 books in 2 weeks ain't bad. That's 3 books a week. And like I said, I'm just waking up, people. First cup of coffee, first smoke. But I still got 5 books to talk about that I'm going to be reading this week. And there's one book I'm hoping to get done with today. Oh. The one I'm hoping to get done with today is Joanne Fluke's Winter Chill. One thing that this book showed me is Joanne can write more than just cozy mysteries. And I'm really enjoying this book. I'm almost done with it. I am on 252, page 24. I mean, chapter 24, page 252. So I'm less than 100 pages done with this. So I'm hoping to get this done today. This will be the only book I'll be reading until I'm done with today. Anyway, now tomorrow morning, because I always do my short story collection in first thing in the morning when you start reading. And this is by Paul Trimley, Growing Things and Other Stories. And I never read Paul Trimley before, so this is my first book that he wrote. I mean, he did write The Cabin at the End of the World, which I heard good and bad things about. And but this is the first book I picked up, and so it would be the first book that I read. But here he looks like he's wrote quite a few books. This one here came out in 2015 or 2019, something like that. So That's when this book came out, I would say. But there's quite a bit short stories in here. There's Growing Things. Uh, swim what Swim what's to know if it's as bad as Swim thinks. Something about birds. The Getaway. 19 snapshots of Dennisport, where we all will be. The Teacher. Notes from the Barn in the Wild. Our Town's Monster, and so on and so forth. I'm just giving you a few, the short stories and names. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting into this in the morning. So this is one of the books I will be reading this coming week, and I'm looking forward to it. Then my afternoon read will be Brainchild by John Soule. I'm just reading the first book so far. There's three complete novels in here, and they all sound interesting. They do. I mean, there's the Brainchild, Nathaniel, the God Project, but I'm only reading the Brainchild right now. So if you go on my Goodreads, you won't see this book. You'll see the book of Brainchild. So this is what I'll be reading in the afternoon. Everybody knows in the mornings when I wake is when I wake up till noon, and then from 1 to 3, I consider it afternoon, and this is what I'm going to be reading at that point in time. And then from 4 to 7, I'll be reading Hacienda by Isabel Canes. And I read one book of hers, and I loved it, so I had to pick this one up. This here is this is her debut novel, and so and it's a Book of the Month Club book, and I can't wait to get into this because I want to know how they do it. It says it's like Mexican Gothic meets Rebecca. If you know who Rebecca is, a classic, and I'll be interested in it. Her other book was more like Mexican heritage meets Romeo and Juliet. Now, the evening book, and probably the only book I'll probably be reading today besides Winter Chill. If I get Winter Chill read today, I can get on this tonight. And it's Stephen King's The Dark Tower 4, Wizard and Glass. And I really need to get back into this. I'm on page 129, and it's a chunker. But I'm just wondering how many books I'm going to get done this week. So I am enjoying this series. A lot of people don't enjoy The Gunslinger because the Gunslinger, which is the first book of this series, it's was 5 different short stories put together as a novel to become the first book of the series. But myself, I enjoyed The Gunslinger. So anyway, that's the books I'm going to be reading this week. That's what I'm going to be reading today, and I'm keep these in order. Uh, well, actually, I need the Wizard Glass on top of that, and put this on top of Wizard Glass because this is the one I'm going to try to get finished today. Now, how many of you guys uh, read more than one book, or do you just read one book? I know there are some people that can't read more than one book. I try to read four uh, at a time. That way, I don't get burnt out on one book. Uh, so, and then my weekends, I do it totally different. Now, remember, this here weekly reads is for Sunday through Thursday. Then on Thursday, I do weekend reads, which is from Friday to Sunday. So come back on Thursday to find out how I'm going to take these books and read them during the weekend because I switch them up on the weekend. So come back, see how I'm going to do it at that point in time, and I might even pick up another book to read during the weekend. Depends how far I am into these. So so I hope everybody's having a great day this Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday, and I'm still trying to get my health back under control. I do have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Oh, so I can't wait to get back. This is good. I mean, I'm enjoying this. I will be starting with this book. I will be starting a series on this channel called. What I'm going to do is put the title of the book there. Like this is called Winter Chill. I'll put Winter Chill Chat, and I'll do that one, and I'll do those ones live when I can, which I should be able to do live anytime and every time. Sometimes I use StreamYard, and that's usually when I'm hoping for maybe someone that comes up and talks on panel, or maybe put something else extra up there and go on from there. And then when I'm just going to do it by myself, and I know I'm going to be on here by myself for a fact, then I will use the YouTube studios like I'm using today. And I'm fearing nobody was going that wanted to come up here today because what I'm doing, and that today's Sunday, and Sunday a lot of people has family day on Sunday. Some people has it on Saturday, and I respect that. I mean, that is awesome that they can do that. And so, what books are you reading? Are you like I asked? Do you just read one book at a time? Do you read two, three, four, five? I mean, I know this one person, they probably read 8 books at a time, and that's 4 books more than I can do. Uh, Now, one thing I will say, if I don't get this done today, then Hacienda would be put on the back burner until you get this done. But I really don't see no reason why I shouldn't get this done today. I really don't. I am almost done with it. I got less than 100 pages. And the only thing that would stop me from getting this done is other stuff. Weekends, I try to keep to myself to read and do very little. And oh, so that's what I'm doing. And I try to read 4 books a time. Uh, Sometimes I'll sneak in a little skinnier book and read that. So, hey, cool gamer, how you doing, bud? So anyway, and I know there's some people that might watch this that doesn't read at all. Well, but I always enjoyed books. That's why I started BookTube. A matter of fact, back in something like 2014, 2015 is when I first had my first BookTube channel. And of course, you can't tell that now, but with the channels, because I've I've deleted channels and restarted over and all that nice stuff. Oh, but if I sound like I'm tired, it's because I am. If I sound like my head's clogged, it's because it is. Uh, I just want to put that out there. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna relax a little bit and stuff before I start reading. Get my eyes focused. Drink more coffee. So you guys take care, and I'll be saying everybody later on.